And now, to discuss the results in the discussion of our study, here are the members of the group. Miss Analos, Miss Apple, Miss Bakulanta, Mr. Baul III, Mr. Manggubat, Miss Mendoza, Miss Roto, Mr. Taco, and Miss Galarion. The biodiversity of Mindanao has long been underrepresented in the scientific literature, as evidenced by the lack of published studies in biodiversity in the region. With this, our study augments this gap and highlights the substantial level of biodiversity in northern Mindanao, particularly of the orchidaceous species, which are among the most diverse yet threatened groups of plants globally and in the Philippines. Our study is entitled The Species Composition and Biodiversity Value of Orchidaceae in Porok 5 Lagdik, Barangay Calabunoy, Hingoon City. The results and the discussion of this study. The researchers were able to record 10 species of orchids in the area with a total population of 50 as shown in the table. One of it is undescribed, the Dendrochilum species, and the three of which were described, Keratostylis latipitala, Spatoglutis plicata, and Macubis species. And the other species cannot be identified because at that time there were no flowers, so the experts cannot identify it. Here are the Trixpermum species, Podochilus species, Cymbidium species, Bulbopilum species, and Dendrochilum species. And the most number of species population found in the area, the Spatoglutis plicata, which composed of 46% by percentage level.
As you can see in this pie graph, the Spatoglutis plicata, Cymbidium species, Bulbopilum species, and Macuri species are ornithally used. And according to Jacqueline et al. 2005, most of the orchids are found between 900 to 1050 elevation. Mountains in the tropical areas peak between 400 and 1000 meters elevation. And according to Fernando et al. 2008, in the Philippines, the forest between 400 and 1000 meters elevation is mostly the tropical, lowland, and evergreen, which is typical rainforest formation in the country.
We only choose the top 3 abundant population of orchid found in the area. First species we have the Spatoglutis plicata. It is a perennial herb in the family of orchid, and it can be found in the Philippines. The second species we have this Deinaya ophrydis. It is commonly known as the common snout orchid. It is a native and endemic to a broad area of Asia, Southeast Asia, Philippines, and Northern Australia. It is a deciduous terrestrial orchid with a cone-shaped stem, bright green wavy leaves, and it has the porthless, wiry flowering plants. The third species we have the Macrodis species. It is also known as a jewel orchid. This terrestrial orchid grows in rainforest floor of Southeast Asia with a high humidity and low light.
For the biodiversity value of the top 3 Orchidaceae species. For its consumptive value, Spatoglutis plicata is a fast-growing orchid with a wide environmental tolerance. Flowers in this species are self-pollinating, and each plant can produce a large number of fruits and seeds. According to Friesen et al. 2012, a decoction of the whole orchid plant of Spatoglutis plicata serves against rheumatism, and the hot fermentation pressed onto as infected parts dose out fast, relieves pain, and encourage blood circulation. Macudes juice extracted from leaves and was recommended to be dropped into the eyes to correct myopia in Indonesia.
For its social value, in Bangladesh, rural population often lack access to modern medication facilities, so they rely in medicational facilities of plants and often such plants like Spatologis splicata with success in treating various ailments like rheumatoid arthritis. According to Young 2006, in Malaysia, Molocus leaves are applied to painful joints as a poultice. In Thailand, it is used to treat abscesses. Makodis species in Indonesian legend says that this magical plant first arises from the fragments of a beautiful scrap belonging to a goddess.
For its ethical value, Sphagnopsis spicata is a terrestrial orchid which has considerable horticultural value, but which is invasive and sensitive to tropical habitats. It is included in the World Compendium of Weeds according to Randall 2012 and is listed as an environmental weed in COBA, according to Gonzalez, Flores et al. 2012, St. Lucia according to Grayson 2012, Puerto Rico according to Rickard et al. 2013, and numerous islands in the Pacific such as Hawaii, French Polynesia, and the Cook Islands, according to Wagner et al. 1999, year 2012. Sphagnopsis spicata is a fast-growing orchid with a wide environmental tolerance.
For its aesthetic value, Sphagnopsis plicata are a beautiful and vivid tropical flower in a natural environment. Rhinaya apradis, the species are very adaptive to a new environment which making it very promising and ornamental plant. Because this species is a Southeast Asian jewel orchid, it has beautiful dark green leaves.
And for the conclusion, orchids are one of the most diverse yet treated plant families in the world. Despite the new discovered species of orchids in the country in recent years, diversity and distribution studies are still severely lacking. In Purok 5 Langdek, Barangay Calagunoy, home for variety of Orchidaceae species, given in our small sampling, abundance of it which is noticeable.
As reported by Jaquimin et al. 2005, that orchid species composition changes continuously with altitude indicating turnover of species with increasing altitude. Orchids makes up the medicine and perfume industries. In some instances, this species is known for its horticultural use and ornamental value, and it's widely spread through trade to its ability to survive in a specific type of environment and its empirical value.
This study has been presented. That's all. Thank you.